Welcome to Up to the Minute. It is the 20th of April. It's a Wednesday as well. We've got a busy day here at HCC, some board meetings this afternoon. And of course, we've got a great show lined up for you for the next half hour. We're going to be talking about registration, also our creative writing program and club, all that and more coming up. My co-host every Wednesday, Sga Campbell, is joining us this morning. Sga, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Todd.
It is a Wednesday, middle of the week. It seems like this week has lasted forever already. Maybe it's because we had a 3-day weekend last weekend.
Absolutely. That's what it does to us.
Yeah, so we're going to trudge through this week, a couple more days. Tomorrow we'll be able to see the weekend in the forecast. So just make it through today. We got a long day ahead of us. Sga, we want to welcome everyone in watching us on Facebook and YouTube. We're here just about every morning. HCC is in session live at 10 a.m. You can also catch us on HCCTV, and they can find us in social media as well, Sga.
Yes, we are live on Houston Community College's district Facebook and YouTube channel. And it's two things you can count on in Houston: up to the minute airing and inconsistent weather. So
yeah, really.
Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also catch the playback on HCCTV at 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right, Sga, stick around. You'll be doing the interview in just a few moments, but I want to interview our second guest, Giancarlo Quintanilla. He is the PR and Events Vice President of the HCC Creative Writing Club. Good to see you, Giancarlo. How are you?
Doing well this morning. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hearing all about the club. It's also National Poetry Month, so I'll be with you in about 10 minutes. Grab some coffee. We'll be with you shortly.
Gotcha.
Okay, we're going to kick things off talking about registration. It's hard to believe, Sga, we're already talking fall 2022 registration, and that's coming up very shortly as well.
Yes, the countdown is on for fall registration. We are currently in what's called priority registration for our veterans, those close to graduation, and those a part of our Eagle Promise program. Those that aren't eligible for early registration this week can start previewing the schedule so that when that schedule goes live on Monday, you already know. You're just hitting add to cart.
Yes, so you can register now for pre-registration. Regular registration starts Monday. You may have some questions about registration, and Sga is here to break those down with some admission advisors.
Yes, I can't break it down alone. I gotta bring my team with me. So I'm so pleased to have Trent Middleton on today with us. He is an admission advisor manager, and also Kate Furgason, who is an admission advisor for the district office. They both work under the umbrella of the Office of Enrollment Management and Success. Welcome to the show, Trent and Kate.
Good morning.
So much. It's wonderful to be here.
So Trent, we'll start with you. Spring has sprung, but fall enrollment is on the horizon. And so we know that people have to take the first step. That first step is getting admitted to HCC, and you all have admissions information sessions going on. So let's talk a little bit about today what people can expect, not only from those events, but also admissions advisors. That's a new position here at HCC, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's a great new position here at HCC. And to dive into what you were speaking about earlier, when students join our information sessions, we're going to speak about why you should enroll at HCC. Remember, students, we have flexible classes and multiple start dates. We'll also talk about the steps to enroll at HCC. So completing the application, completing financial aid, what documents need to be submitted, college readiness, etc. And we'll also talk about the different college pathways that students can pursue at HCC as well.
Awesome. So from what I'm hearing from you, it sounds like these sessions are really dedicated to future HCC Eagles, new students who may not be aware that this event is available or other resources that are available to help them complete the enrollment process. What do you think new students need to know about the resources we have here?
Yes, absolutely. The new students need to know about the safe learning options. So the online anytime courses that we have are flexible. They need to know we also offer in-person courses. So if students would like to come in person, that we do have those options now, or they can have both. All right. We have a saying here at HCC is we want our students to frame their future. They can get it done here, online, or on campus, or both. It's their choice.
Right. And you mentioned all the things kind of what a new student needs to know. But if they're looking for one spot to find that information, I think y'all have a resource for new students, right?
Yes. Yes.
You can go ahead.
All right. Yes, we have the new student hub. So all students can go online to hccs.edu, click on our outreach and recruitment page, and they'll see the new student hub where they can have a pile of information of apply and enroll, financial aid, career services, so on and so forth.
Well, it sounds like they need to plug into what you all have going on. And from what I understand, the session started yesterday. Tell us, how was the first session for the admissions information sessions?
Oh, the admissions information sessions was phenomenal yesterday. It was our first go around. Everybody got back in the hot seats. The chat was going off. So students, please join our general information sessions that are happening. Our next one will be Thursday at 5. So students, please join us if you are available. And then we'll have another one Tuesday at 3:30. And then the following Thursday after that, we'll have another one at 5. So please come out to those general information sessions. You can ask questions about course placement. You can ask questions about college readiness. You can ask questions about academic advising. And we'll have admissions advisors standing by. And from what I hear, Sade, we're actually going to have a financial aid representative as well. So please come out and join us.
All right. Thank you, Trent. Y'all are always standing by. So I gotta get Kate in the conversation because she's standing by too. Kate, thanks so much for joining us today. You are an admissions advisor at District. As discussed with Trent, this is a new role. What should a student expect from an admissions advisor?
Well, the pandemic highlighted a lot of areas for improvement. And one of the things we did was restructure to create this role to really help support students with a smoother transition to HCC. We wanted a clear point of contact for students, high school counselors, and even community members. And some of the services that we offer are personalized admissions assistance, high school visits, event and classroom presentations. And we also host our own events, including that admissions information session that Trent was talking about.
Yes, I think what stood out to me the most is that y'all are focusing on the afternoons and the evening sessions to really get to students, and I would assume even parents, right?
Yes, we wanted to make sure that people who had jobs or even are currently in high school could get to those sessions. And we are going to be introducing Saturday sessions as well for those who just can't make the weekday work. But right now we have 3:30 p.m. and 5 p.m. options throughout the week.
Awesome. And I think Trent had it behind him, hccs.edu/information sessions. Evening and afternoon sessions are going on. And, this is the time of year. It's April. You can smell graduation on the horizon. Spring brings forth new beginning, makes you do some spring cleaning, look at those goals you started off in January to see if you actually did what you said you were going to do when this year started. So really, across the board, people are thinking about, am I going to go to school like I said I was going to do? Have I started that process? So what should a student really be thinking about right now or handling? What advice do you have for April to May and what you all are doing in these sessions and sharing with students?
The advice that I always give is to start the process as soon as possible. Even if you're still in your last semester of high school, the sooner you get things done, the better you can ensure that you get the classes you want offered at the times you want and the learning options you want, hybrid, online, in person. And if you're on the fence about if you want to attend summer or fall, or even if you want to attend at all, there's no cost for the application. So there's nothing to lose. If you get that started now and you do decide to attend summer, you can get into your classes as soon as you've made that decision.
Right. So it sounds like taking that first step to submit that free application, just as a as a recap for those that are approaching graduation or thinking, and you said something, Kate, that whether it's for summer or fall, because we're right at the cusp of both of those things, or both of those semesters. Let me put it like that. And we have multiple start dates, right? That you can kind of get in when it may work for you.
We do. Our summer start dates are as early as May, where we have a 3-week mini session. A lot of first-time students aren't going to choose that option, though. They're probably going to choose either our 5-week sessions, one begins in June, one begins in July, or our 10-week session. And then when it comes to fall, we have 16-week, 12-week, 8-week, and even some 4-week sessions. So we have a lot of different options starting at least once a month.
Awesome. Well, sign up for those sessions, learn about those new, all of our start dates, your steps to apply, all those learning options that both you and Trent touched on. I want to thank you and Trent for coming on to the show. Both of you all who are in the Office of Enrollment Management Success will be in these sessions to guide students, and we'll have the info about the sessions posted once the show is done going live. So check out those links, and I'm sure someone is dropping them in the chat right now. Thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, Trent, Kate, and Sade. We're going to move on and talk about our Creative Writing Club and program. Giancarlo Quintanilla is the PR and Events Vice President of the HCC Creative Writing Club. Welcome back to the show. Before we get into your special events you have coming up, tell us about the HCC Creative Writing Club in general.
Well, in general, our Creative Writing Club is, like the name says, it's just like a little place where students can sign up, join in, and just help channel that creative energy that we have in order to create these very good stories that can influence somebody's, potential and stuff.
Well, a lot of students may be thinking, you know what, I don't like writing, and I'm never going to be a creative writer. I may write a resume letter or something like that, but creative writing can really enhance your writing ability no matter what. Talk about how important it is to really have a creative writing background, especially in today's job world.
I believe that having that creative sort of background would influence you in the future in possible positions, because even if you're not going to write this crazy story about love or something, it's always good to have those skills in order to make sure that if you're writing for a resume, that it comes out feeling natural and just being yourself.
Right. A lot of companies are looking for people who can tell a story, especially when it comes to writing. Do you guys have regular meetings?
Yes, we have a meeting every week online. And since it is Natural Poetry Month this month, we are meeting every night this month in order to just spend 30 minutes writing about whatever topic we're going to write about.
So I was going to mention National Poetry Month because we had a faculty member on the show recently who just published her book. Do you have other events happening for the Creative Writing Club for National Poetry Month?
Yes, we do. In fact, tomorrow we will be meeting at the Katy campus. We're going to have our little booth set up in the middle of the campus. There's just going to be some fun activities there, just to invite people in, tell them, hey, we're here, we're ready to help you.
And you also have another event coming up, doesn't have anything to do with poetry, but it's on the horizon as well. Tell us about that.
Yes. Upcoming, we are currently making plans to attend the Write Fest going on. It's going to be a pretty big event. There's going to be lots of opportunities there. There's going to be tons of things. There's going to be chances to speak with actual professional writers and get their encouragement and their advice. It's just going to be a fun event. It's going to be great.
And are you guys involved with, I believe it's National Book Day?
We are. Yeah, we are. We're kind of influencing that. We're trying to build that up right now. We're trying to find a way to add it into our little schedule. But yeah, we are currently making plans for that.
Do you have certain professors that are plugged into the Creative Writing Club that work as mentors with the students?
We're a pretty small club, so we have had guests before appear on our little meetings, and they usually give good advice, but to my knowledge, we don't really have any professors around the campus besides our great professor, Professor Smith, helping us out. But in terms of like professors like coming in and giving us advice, we haven't really had that.
Are you working on events in person now, or do you still do some of them virtual online?
Well, our usual meetings do take place online.
Okay.
In fact, but we try to do at least once a month where we meet in person. In fact, our little event tomorrow is going to be held in person. So yeah.
Are you being a creative writing student, an HCC student? What was your experience with the online and the pandemic and taking classes online? Do you prefer personally a mixture of both, where you can do virtual and in person, or are you a type of person that likes the in-person classes where you go to a campus?
I am a bit of both, because when the pandemic first started, I was a bit kind of uneasy about the whole online thing. Like, is it going to be the same compared to regular learning?
Right.
But when I actually stepped into the virtual learning, it's actually not that bad. In fact, like, it's a very nice way. Like, it's very organized. Things are set up in a way to make things feel very easy. But I also do like meeting in person. Right. Like, you just get more of a connection with it.
And I know we offer two ways of taking classes virtually: the online anytime, where you can just download the class, take it at your leisure. And a lot of working students may like that because they could do it in the middle of the night if they want, or the classes where you can go virtually and interact with your classmates and your instructor. What's your preference there? Do you like the ones that you interact with people, or where you can take it anytime?
Me personally, I kind of prefer interacting with people, because like it just makes the whole experience feel more alive,
When you are involved with the creative writing program, is that something you do on a daily basis? Do you write something on a daily basis, even if it's small pieces, or do you continually work on a longer piece? And have you ever thought of maybe writing a book?
Oh yeah, I've definitely thought about writing a book, but in terms of like a writing schedule, I like to do at least like one little thing, because like I'm currently working on like a bunch of little things here and there, and like I like to write some little things here every day. But now, since it's National Poetry Month and like we're having these little small meetings, it's a good opportunity to like just get your hands dirty. Like, this is just something to get the creative juices flowing.
And if you do write a book, what would you cover in the book? Would it be a nonfiction or a fiction piece?
It would probably be a fiction piece, knowing me.
And what type of subjects are you into?
I'm mostly into more of a horror kind of aspect. Like, I like writing stories about suspense, like, and not to say that it's like my only thing. Like, my story catalog is very diverse, very, very diverse amount of stories.
Who's your favorite horror author?
Ooh, I'd say it's a tie between either Stephen King or R.L. Stein.
Okay, all right. Well, there's two different generations, Stephen King, I've read some Stephen King. R.L. Stein, haven't read a lot, but I know exactly what you're talking there. So that's an interesting combination. Okay, once again, event you guys have going on tomorrow. It is at the Katy campus, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm going to be there all day.
All day long. All right. We've got some information we'll post in our social media post after the show. Giancarlo, we appreciate you being here. Continued success. When are you graduating from HCC?
That is something I am currently trying to focus on right now. I wish I had an answer for you.
All right. Well, we're pulling for you. So continued success to you. Thanks for being here.
Right. Thank you.
All right, we're going to turn things back over to Sade. We got some announcements to talk about, Sade. One of them, which I know you're involved a lot with, the SGA Government Meetings are about to happen.
Yes, so SGA is ending the year with a bang. They are really committed to connecting students to resources and helping them understand their role of the student leaders at the campus. So this week tomorrow, our United Student Council has a tutoring town hall, which will bring in representatives from tutoring, happening tomorrow at 2 p.m. They're also having their SGA meetings. Northeast is having their meeting this Friday at 11:30 a.m. And USC, the United Student Council, is having a meeting next Monday for 4 p.m. Links will be posted after the show.
That's right. Okay. Women's Wednesday Roundtable. Women Who Lead. HCC's entrepreneurial initiatives is currently offering an 8-week interactive program for women to share their expertise and personal experiences in leadership. It's going to be held through May the 25th. Some upcoming sessions include, they're all 12:30 to 2 p.m. every Wednesday, so they're happening today. Today's is Capacity by Karen Sharp. And then next week on the 27th, Capital Ready by Mishi Clay. We'll have a post on all the information and the links in our social media post after the show. The DEI Teaching and Learning Conference is coming up as well, Sade.
It is happening this Friday. Today is actually the last day to register. And the co-chairs, who one you had on, Darren Baskin and also Aaron Henry, we're intentional about having this do a National Diversity Month for those that don't know that April is. The conference is happening Friday from 8:30 to 2 p.m. at our 2:30 p.m. at our West Houston Institute.
That's right. Make sure you attend. They're really encouraging everybody, Sade, to get back in person and make it to this event because, we've done so much online. When I talked to Darren about this, he said he was really looking forward to seeing people in person again.
Yes, I mean, if we want to appreciate one another and learn about one another, being in person is going to be one of those critical aspects. So I'm excited about the event.
They are asking you to register ahead of time, as Sade mentioned, and it is happening this coming Friday, 8:30 in the morning. Your deadline to register is today. We'll give you some information after the show and how you can do that. Manufacturing Summer Camp is happening at Stafford. HCC's Material Science and Smart Manufacturing Center of Excellence is offering a summer camp to introduce high school juniors and seniors to the basic of computer-aided design, plasma cutting, and the role of robotic instrumentation. The camp is especially aimed at students interested in learning more about smart manufacturing careers. You could make a lot of money getting into a smart manufacturing career. It's a growing industry, especially out in Stafford and across the Houston area. It's happening June the 6th through the 10th at the HCC Southwest Stafford campus. We'll have some information on how to register after the show is over with. State of the College is next week, Sade.
It is. And I mean, and that means that there's up to the minute is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we're taking the morning off because most of us are going to be over there working at the State of the College. So no up to the minute next Tuesday. That's April the 26th. By the way, the State of the College, it'll be a live in-person event and it will be shown on our YouTube channel after the event. So if you want to watch it and some important announcements being made, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch that after the event. As you mentioned, Sade, once again, we'll highlight that the fall schedule is now open to view.
Yes, the fall schedule has been open to view since last week. So go ahead, get in a preview. If you received an email letting you know you are eligible for priority registration, that is happening this week for our veterans, Eagle Promise Program members, and those close to graduation. And make plans that registration is going to open Monday, April 25th to get those in-person and online classes that are on your degree plan and work for your schedule.
Sade, question for you, though, and you may be able to answer this. I know the HERF funding is no longer around, but there are still other ways to assist our students in paying for college, aren't there?
Yes, I think a lot of what people need to realize is that there is financial aid, but then it's affordability. Like HCC is genuinely affordable to attend. So understanding your costs, applying for financial aid and confirming how much financial aid will cover your costs, or exploring installment payment plan options that are available to cover costs. And I know you've all also had those who are over the textbook savings program. So across the board, all the costs that are associated with going to school, there's help available to cover it.
Yeah, I know you, when I think you went to U of H, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I did too, many years ago, graduated from there. And I remember, my tuition actually cost less than what my books would cost on a semester-wide basis. I don't know if it's still that way over there, but it was ridiculous what we were paying for books back in the late 80s, early 90s. But now, we've got these open-ended resources that allow students to either get their sources online for free or at very minimal cost. This is really a game changer. So really, it's very affordable to attend HCC. And when you end, the idea is to have very minimal debt, if any at all. So go to hccs.edu and /apply today and get started with that. Okay, tomorrow on the show, we're going to welcome a special guest with the VAST Academy.
I'm so excited. She's such a passionate leader. So everyone should really turn in to learn about what they are doing, because it's a one of a kind in a country program.
Yeah, Sue Maraska will be here. She's been the director of the VAST Academy literally since it started. I think she's been there like 75 years. No, really, like 25 years or so. She's been around with the VAST Academy. It's an incredible program. They've got their graduation coming up this weekend. If you've never seen one, tune in live because it will be live streamed. But that's she'll be on the show tomorrow. The graduation's is Saturday. You hear all about it. And later this week, we'll welcome the return of Backstage OL, the guys who give us behind the scene looks at Hollywood movies. They will be here for Film Friday. All right, Sade, thanks for being here. You'll be back next Wednesday, right?
Yes, thanks for having me. I'll be back.
All right, thank you. And thank you all for joining us. We'll be here live 10 a.m. tomorrow and up to the minute.
Sometimes what you need just shows up. Houston Community College has your back, whether you're knocking out some basics or upping your game for a better job. Enroll today for spring classes and frame your future with HCC.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
Look!
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened?
Your friend's not breathing.